Hello, I'd like to welcome you to EDU 610, Organization and Administration in Higher Education. This video will provide you with a very brief overview of the course and the very first module that needs to be completed. When you log into Canvas, you'll pull up the course, and if you notice, the home page gives you a link to the printable syllabus and to the interactive syllabus. You can also access the various modules from this home page. You can get to them from here, and you can get to them from the side when you click on the word modules. So we're going to take a look at how the course is set up. If you notice, the first module has course resources, and this is basically a list of links and information about software that you will need to help you be successful in this course. So feel free to scroll down and take a look at some of those. All of the videos as they are created will be uploaded, and you'll be able to find them here as well as within the various modules. Now notice that you have 4 assignment modules, and these particular modules contain the due date of the assignment that they explain, and they provide a very detailed description of the assignment, what each assignment entails, and a list of steps that you need to take to complete each assignment. So you will want to review those as soon as possible. Notice you have the first module that says begin here, finish ASAP. And I mean that. Basically, get started on this immediately and complete it as soon as possible. After you finish that, you'll move on to Module 1. And notice that that begins at the same time that this one does. So you really do need to move through this first module very quickly so that you can move on to the next one, which is due on the 22nd. So each module has a listing of everything that you will need to complete within it. If you'll notice, each module contains a list of everything that you will need to complete or at least review, and there are due dates. This first section is a video on digital footprints, and the reason why you're reviewing this is that all of you will at some point be interviewing for your next job, and you need to be very mindful of your footprint that you leave on the internet, and this will just help you take a look at what that is and what you need to do. There's an 8-step strategy for online success, and for those of you who have not yet had an online course, or you may want some review, that's a great place to start. This next item, and I'll click on this so that we can go in and look at it, gives you a written overview to the course. It explains what the course is about and gives you a quick overview of the various major assignments and actually links to those assignments and gives you due dates. You will need to schedule an appointment with me as soon as possible, and this appointment needs to be held during this first week of class. So if you are not sure how to schedule an appointment through Canvas, you will want to watch this video so that you will learn how. And let's return to this module. I'm going to close this first one up to get it out of the way. You'll read through that page to have an overview. You'll complete your form as soon as possible. Then this next section basically gives you an overview of higher education. Often in higher ed, we are familiar with where we work. And if we're working at a public institution, then that's what we know and understand. If we're working at a private institution, then that's what we know and understand. But there are several other types of institutions in higher ed of which you need to be aware. And so we will be exploring those various types of higher education institutions throughout this semester and looking at the impact that where you work has on organizational climate and culture. So in this first one, you'll learn the difference in public and private institutions, for-profit institutions, and community colleges. And you'll have some readings within here. You'll have some text and some links and websites you'll need to go to. There's a follow-up activity, and I just want to show you one item about this. All right, this is a drag and drop activity. And so what you'll need to do is scroll down, and then you will see the various responses. And if you click on them, it will come up here, and then you'll be able to drag it into the correct institution. And this is just a very simple activity to make sure that you can differentiate between community college, your for-profit institutions, your private and your public institutions. Now I'll return to this module. Notice your next section in this will be on HBCUs. You'll have a forum, and then you'll have some readings and information to work with regards to tribal colleges. You'll want to finish this module as soon as possible so that you can move on to this next one. And when you get to this next one, you'll have a video to watch that will provide an overview of that module. Right, hopefully this has provided you with a better understanding of EDU 610, organization and administration in higher education. Again, get started as soon as possible. Sign up to meet with me. The earlier we can meet in this first week, the better off you will be, because we'll be able to answer questions and explore and get our topics set up much more quickly. I look forward to working with each of you this semester. Bye-bye.